I believe in God, and God's been with me all throughout my life, even though I know I'm not his favorite son.
It's 521 to Manhattan, take. 521, Special Operations Command messenger vehicle responding to Manhattan with 12 rescue firefighters. Charlie, Manhattan.
The Red Cross rep was like, he goes over and he says, well, you got to stay behind this line because they're thinking about bringing the building down. They didn't say what building, they just said bringing a building down. So we're like, okay, we'll take their word for it, we'll stay behind the line. And he went over and he talked to one of the, through all the commotion, he goes over and he asked one of the Red Cross, or one of the firefighters, what was going on. I guess, I don't know if he got an answer or not. He came back over with his hand over the radio, and it sounded like a countdown. And at the last few seconds, he took his hand off, and you heard 3, 2, 1, and he was just saying, just run for your life, just run for your life. And then it was like another 2, 3 seconds, you heard explosions. Like, boom! It's like a distinct sound. It's not like when in compression, like boom, 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 like floors that were dropping and collapsing. This was boom, and like you felt a rumble in the ground, like almost like you wanted to grab onto something.
From being caught in Irene's wrath inside this sailboat Saturday morning,
the boat was falling up. He put angel's wings on that boat that day.
Calabrese says late Friday, he and his girlfriend set sail from Portsmouth to get ahead of Irene.
I was hoping and estimating that if we could go the speed that I know we could go, we could get away from the storm. So we set sail.
But this is what they found themselves in Saturday morning. Wild waves off Ocean View held them captive. He reached for his radio, called for help.
I just screamed, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Large sailboat off Ocean View coast. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
Rescue crews couldn't swim in the dangerous waves and stood watch from shore for hours. But the storm pushed them over jetties several feet high to shore and safety. But 4 days later, the boat's still there because he's in here.
I mean, because it could have been completely splintered. It should have been.
Now, someone did come up with the $50 Calabrese needed to bond out of jail this afternoon. No word on his plans to move the boat.
Ocean View devoured by flames. Tonight, the owner of the boat says he knows who set the fire.
Somebody burnt down my home. Now I don't have a home.
The fire-ravaged remains of the sailboat named Maybe Tomorrow fuels a flood of emotions today for its owner, Michael Calabrese.
That was my home.
Friday night, fire consumed the sailboat Calabrese shared with his girlfriend.
It's horrendous that somebody would do this to somebody.
It marks another tumultuous turn for the man whose trouble on water and land since Hurricane Irene has taken center stage.
If you want to put it in one word, torment.
Some people who may think that you set the boat on fire on purpose. Did you set the boat on fire?
I did not. And if that person says anything to me, I can crush his skull.
Calabrese says he told police who he believes set fire to his sailboat. Norfolk fire investigators have ruled out any accidental causes.
Why would I torch something I've been working so hard to save?
Calabrese says a new friend has given him a new sailboat. And after he faces punishment for all the trouble he's gotten himself into since Maybe Tomorrow beached, he'll head out of Hampton Roads, setting sail for a new life.
A new tomorrow.
Smiling from ear to ear, Michael Calabrese sits high on his new sailboat, Racket 2, an early Christmas present bought at a boat auction this morning by
an angel. I spent 3 weeks in the hospital trying to cope with things.
Things finally seem to be looking up for him. But this is home now.
This will be my home.
Calabrese has a bit of work to do to get the boat water ready.
It's a far cry from Maybe Tomorrow, but it's a boat.
But with a new look.
Do you like the haircut?
No, I don't. I like my long hair.
And his new first mate.
She's learning to be a boat captain.
Calabrese is ready to chart a new course with Racket 2, leaving a terrifying year behind.
Every dark cloud has a silver lining.
So is Wreck-It 2 your silver lining?
It's just a
Right now,
step.
we're learning new details about the death of a boater who became famous during Hurricane Irene. Michael Calabrese was found dead near his boat in Camden County, North Carolina. Investigator Jessica Larche has the story.
But in murky Camden, North Carolina waters, beside the boat that was supposed to be his new beginning,
Quite a shock to actually see it at first.
the Lambs Marina dockmaster found Calabrese's lifeless body. Authorities will only say they're treating it as a suspicious death.
But always sad to see something like that happen.
Arnold Parkinson says Calabrese has been at the marina less than a month. Monday, they noticed he was missing when they found his cat wandering the marina. Thursday morning, Parkinson saw something in the water.
I thought at first it was a dead otter or something like that. But with another look, it dawned on me that it was Michael.
Now, the dockmaster says he found Mr. Calabrese's body right here at the front of his boat, and he says that Calabrese was floating vertically, and he saw the top of his head.
Half of Tidewater loves me, and the other half Tidewater thinks I'm insane. But all I tried to do was beat a storm.
We all knew Michael Calabrese as a bit of a character. His stormy storyline of a life made headlines when he tried to set sail during Hurricane Irene. And after the boat got stuck on the beach in Ocean View, he landed in jail for trespassing. And when he got out, someone set his boat on fire.
You know, that wasn't my home.
Now, after his suspicious death near his boat in North Carolina last week, the saga continues. A source close to the marina where his body was found floating in the water says no one can prove who owns the boat. Does it go to the girlfriend who set sail with him during the hurricane or one of his children? Either way, if a clear owner isn't named by Friday, Calabrese's home will be placed in a sort of graveyard for boats. This is home now.
This will be my home.
We last talked to Calabrese in December. He said a man bought this boat for him out of the kindness of his heart.
He was there when I needed somebody. And today he blew my mind.
About a month ago, Calabrese docked the boat at Lambs Marina in Camden, North Carolina. It was to be the start of a calm future for Calabrese, but his life ended under suspicious circumstances.
But always sad to see something like that happen.
The dockmaster found his lifeless body in the water near his boat.
I thought at first it was a dead otter or something like that. But with another look, it dawned on me that it was Michael.
As authorities try to figure out how Calabrese died, it seems the saga surrounding his sailboats won't rest in peace. In Camden, North Carolina, Jessica Larche, News Channel 3.
New details about the death of Michael Calabrese. The Camden County Sheriff's Office says an autopsy shows he died in an accidental drowning. His body was found near his boat in the water last week at Lambs Marina. Now, Calabrese made headlines last summer when he tried to set sail during Hurricane Irene. After the boat got stuck on the beach in Ocean View, he landed in jail for trespassing. And when he got out, someone set his home on fire. About a month ago, Calabrese docked the boat at Lambs Marina in Camden, North Carolina. It was to be the start of a calm future for Calabrese.
God's been with me all throughout my life, even though I know I'm not his favorite son. But I know he was there